Cool, so today what we're going to be doing is changing this bad boy into the nice smoked out zoom ones. What are they called? Dynamic?
Strobe.
Dynamic strobe ones.
I want to stick with zoom. I like
zoom, yeah. So I'm calling these the zoom ones because they go zoom to zoom. On a more serious note, we are going to be changing these from the flashy to the zooms or the strobe effect, as Liam would call them. So let's go ahead, get into the modification, and make these look 10 times better. Let's get into it. I got this idea myself, but Liam being Liam decided he was going to get them before me. So he's already got them. But mine are going to look better because mine are on a black car. We're going to make it look a bit like the Batmobile. Mine are on a black car, so we're going to make it a bit like the Batmobile. Let's do it. Let's get into it. I'll show you guys firstly how to take that casing off. yo, I've graduated. After all of Liam's help, I've graduated. So we are repping the Snap-on apron. Not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor me, Snap-on, I would appreciate that a lot.
The first step of this modification is to remove the wing mirror out of the casing. To do this, we need to use the pry tool to release all of the metal clips holding it into the casing. This was probably the hardest part of the installation due to it being a bit fiddly and also because you want to avoid cracking the glass. On this Audi, the clips were located on the upper left and right of the mirror, with some smaller clips also located along the bottom.
So Liam helped me with this because this one was a bit stuck. So I called in the professional. So you pull it out, you've got all of these pins around here. And you've got these two wires which are stuck in, you need to pull them out. These two here. They should just pull. There you go. Two. So remember that lower on top, then you've got the wing mirror out. So put this somewhere safe, don't want that smashing. And now there should be one big screw here, which will be like a sort of star head one, and then you've got like some Torx screws here that need to come out for you to be able to take this casing off. So we have this, came with the kit. We have this that came with Liam. We'll try this first if we need it. We've got this. So there you go, big screw out. Okay, so now that you've taken this screw out, this will just fall off. You can unclip it if you want by just pushing these out and unclipping it. I'm just gonna leave it. Then there's these screws here, some in here as well. They all need to come out. I think there's one there as well. And then that should allow this case at the top to come out. So I think this fits. So we'll just unscrew all of these. Now that you've done all the screws, which we've now done, there are some clips that are holding this bit in. So we just need to unclip these. Once these are unclipped, we can then undo this to be able to change it to the new one. So nice and simple. No, there's a dodgy clip that Liam's trying to get. I couldn't get it. I'm either too weak or I ain't got the technique, but and just trying it as well.
I hate clips. Like,
yeah, clips are so. I hate Audis.
Why are they?
Cars. I hate Audis, I hate BMWs. There's so many clips on these cars. Give me a nice Ford, yeah, there's about 3 screws that hold the whole car together. I've done it. Big man ting. So now we've got these two off. We now just take this outer one off. There's a couple of clips, I'm pretty sure. I'll use this as a pointer. There is a clip here and a clip here holding on this plastic thing. So we literally just need to get under this, pull that off. Yeah. So now you've got everything off, you now need to be able to remove this original piece here. To do that, we need to unclip this because we don't want any of the electric power go into it. There is one screw here and then some clips that hold it in. More clips, yes or no. We just want to undo this screw. Now we're going to just pry these other clips off. So now we have everything off. This is the old one. These are the difference. So this one's a lot more smoked out. It's also going to provide that strobe effect. What we're going to do is just before we put everything together, we're going to plug it in and just make sure that it works. So I'm just going to plug this in here.
So here we had a minor stumbling point. The pins for the connector were a slightly different shape and position to the original Audi one. To fix this, we used a small screwdriver to gently bend the pins into the correct position.
So we plugged it in. Liam's going to demonstrate holding it. Just going to check. How is it? Is it strobing? Yeah. Jeez. Cool, so we've established they look much brighter, they look cooler. Now it's time to put this one back together, do the same on the other side. Yeah, see how it goes. Okay, so now we just put it all in reverse order. So obviously the 3 clips, we want to line this up properly. Like that. Then we just want to push the clips in. And then make sure they're on. And just make sure this one's on. Make sure this one's on, so clips are all on, look all flush.
Yeah, nice.
Beautiful. Now we need to put that screw back in. Okay, so now we've clipped it all in, we've lined up all of the clips so there's no crevices out exposed for rain to get in. Now we need to clip this back in and make sure that these wires are clear. So just make sure to get these wires out, we don't want to be clipping those in. And we just need to be clipping this in. So again, use a torch or whatever, line up all your clips. So that was a bit of effort trying to find where all the clips went back in, but you just had to use this tool to get it in. But we didn't record that bit because A was holding the light for me, Liam's popped off to the shops. So yeah, now that it's all clipped in, it's all in securely, all the clips are in, just give it a little tap. Now we can start screwdriving it all in and then put this bit back in and then we can clip the wing mirror back on as well.
Before putting the wing mirror back on, we need to screw in the plate that allows the mirror to be adjusted electronically. Be careful with the screw not to do it too tight as you don't want to restrict the movement. Once this is done, be sure to make sure your bracket moves in all directions and then we can connect the wires and mirror back on again.
I've just been informed by my colleague, blue is bottom, black is top.
Informed by the apprentice.
Oi.
She's my apprentice.
So now we've got the cables in. We want to line up the clips with just two, these two big ones. It works. I'm a mechanic.
Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what, add it up, bankroll, euro, peso.
So now that's the first side done, we move on to the passenger side. The process is exactly the same as before and we were able to complete this side much quicker as we knew where all the screws were to remove as well as using the electronic tools to help us pick up the pace. That being said, enjoy this short montage of us installing the other indicator.
I'm a cop of farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold hearted, now I'm backed up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso.
Any mechanics out there, if you want your car doing, come to WB Mechanics. We do strobe lights.
Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what, add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart. I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold hearted, now I'm backed up. Keep it real, I do.
So there we have it, we've done both sides. Thank you to Liam for supervising, thank you to Ange for helping with some of the screws. We all got involved. I would say that these make the car look 10 times better. They're much more brighter than the stock ones. Obviously they've got the strobe effect, which is just, in my opinion, makes it look 10 times better. In terms of like difficulty of actually like executing and achieving it, it's probably one of the easiest things we've done to the car so far. Like I said, Liam supervised a little bit with hints and tips on like how to get clips off and stuff, but in terms of like unplugging it, installing it, it's more just like plugging in place. So I really do think anyone can do this at home. I think it's well worth it. I mean, it looks perfect, like it's back flush finish. We'll come back at night time, see how they look at night time, but I think even during the day, just so much more brighter, make the car look so much more meaner. I would 100% recommend. What I'll do is I'll leave a link to these down below. For such a cheap price, I think these were like 30 odd pounds, definitely worth it. I would recommend it to everyone. So obviously it's now night time, just taking the dog for the walk, we're back home. Let's see what it looks like in the dark.
Whoa, that money clip us now, the new now looks like. Whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And there you have it. Let me know what you think about this upgrade in the comments down below. I personally feel like this completely changes the look and vibe of the car. This is probably one of my favourite modifications yet. That is going to be all for this week, so if you did enjoy the video, please remember to leave a like rating as well as a comment about your thoughts on the mod down below. Please also remember to click that subscribe button and ding dong that notification bell. That way you can get notified on all my future uploads. That's all from me. Take care. Peace.